The ancient kingdom of Etheria slumbered, bathed in the silver glow of a full moon. Towering walls etched with the passage of time guarded its secrets. Within those walls the opulent palace of King Corvus glittered, a beacon of wealth and power, yet beneath the surface, darkness festered. The king, a tyrant cloaked in finery, ruled with an iron fist, his every whim a command, his every word, law. The people of Etheria, once vibrant and free, now toiled under his oppressive rule. Their spirits crushed beneath the weight of his tyranny. Hope, a flickering candle in the ever-present darkness. Unseen, a figure moved through the night, blending seamlessly with the darkness. A whisper against the wind, a silent promise carried on the breeze. His name, uttered only in hushed tones, Night, a name that struck fear into the hearts of the corrupt. He was a phantom, a wraith, his true face hidden behind a mask of shadows, an enigma wrapped in mystery. His loyalty belonged not to king or kingdom, but to the downtrodden and the enslaved, those who had no voice. Night was their protector, their avenger, the unseen guardian who watched over them. His mission whispered on the breath of the night wind, to break the chains of oppression, to shatter the bonds of tyranny, to bring justice to the wicked, to those who preyed on the weak, to return freedom to Etheria, to restore hope to the hearts of the oppressed. His methods, swift and silent, his resolve, unwavering, his blade, a symbol of retribution. He was the nightmare of the wicked, the beacon of hope for the desperate, the silent whisper in the shadows. King Corvus, a man consumed by greed and paranoia, lived in perpetual fear of rebellion. His reign was built upon the backs of the enslaved, their forced labor, the lifeblood of his opulent lifestyle. He saw his people not as subjects but as possessions, tools to be used, discarded, or broken at his whim. His dungeons overflowed with dissenters. Anyone who dared to question his rule vanished into the depths of the palace, their cries for justice swallowed by the cold stone walls. Fear was his weapon, and silence, his shield. He believed himself untouchable, his power absolute. He was wrong. Section 4. A Daughter's Plea. Layla was a young woman with eyes that mirrored the starlight, reflecting a deep inner strength and unwavering determination. Her spirit, though tested by countless adversities, remained unbroken and resilient. Her father, a skilled artisan known for his craftsmanship and integrity, had been unjustly imprisoned by the king. Accused of treason for daring to speak against the king's tyranny, he faced a grim fate. Layla knew the truth. Her father was a man of peace. His only crime was his unwavering honesty and courage to speak the truth. Desperate to save her father, she had heard whispers of a shadowy figure, a legend among the oppressed, a bringer of justice who operated under the cloak of night, righting wrongs where the law had failed. Hope, fragile yet persistent, flickered within her heart like a candle in the dark. She knew she had to reach him, to plead her case with all the passion and urgency she could muster. Her father's life depended on it, and she would stop at nothing to see justice served. Section 5. The Serpent's Fang. Night listened intently, his heart pounding with anticipation. Layla's story, a familiar echo of countless others, yet it held a unique resonance that captivated everyone present. The king's cruelty knew no bounds, his tyranny spreading fear and despair throughout the land. His reign of terror had to end, and the people yearned for a savior to rise against the oppression. He studied the plans she had smuggled out of the palace, each detail a potential key to their liberation. The layout of the dungeons, the guard rotations, the secret passages, all meticulously documented. A dangerous plan began to form in his mind, a plan that could change the course of history. He would infiltrate the palace, moving like a shadow in the night. A serpent slipping into the heart of the lion's den, unseen and deadly. He would use the king's arrogance against him, turning his own hubris into a weapon, turn his fortress into his prison. The risks were immense. Capture meant certain death, but the stakes were too high to ignore. But freedom, true freedom, was a prize worth fighting for. The vision of a liberated land fueled their courage, igniting a fire that could not be extinguished. Section 6. Flight Through the Dark. The night was alive with whispered promises and the clatter of swords against stone. Night, a wraith in the darkness, moved with deadly precision. Each fallen guard brought him one step closer to Layla's father and the heart of the palace. He found Layla's father, weak but alive. They raced through the labyrinthine tunnels beneath the palace, each echoing footstep a testament to their desperate flight. Behind them the alarm sounded. The palace stirred, but it was too late. Night had struck at the heart of the beast, and the beast was wounded.